Hey you guys, I'm back with the part two because I wanted to get in my feelings a little bit after I finished with this review about the whole goddamn episode and the whole bullshit. So I had to go get another battery because it wasn't on full. You know how my shit always do. It's never full. So I had to get another battery. Like I said, my name is Eve the Weave. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get right back into what the fuck we was talking about in the last video. Now, Joe Buttons and Safari meet up at his house or whatever. But no, let's get back to Alexa Sky and Sin and Kim Bella meeting up. That shit looked fake. It looked fraud. I didn't like it. It just looked fake. I feel like being that Safari and Alexis was already on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood together, he should have brought her to the club where he introduced her into the group of girls. That's what I didn't understand why. But anyway, let's get back to Joe Buttons and Safari talking about Dykeman. Because this is the first time after Joe seen him and they talking about Dykeman. And Joe said, nigga, Dykeman is not your audience, which is not. If you look at Safari concerts or whatever, it's mostly females. Even when he came out here and did salsa. Females. He did Salsa and Fuego in the Bronx. Females. Well, it was niggas in there because salsa's lit in New York, South, the Bronx is lit. So, but you know, a lot of females was going up in there to see Safari. Come on now. So, Joe Button said that wasn't your crowd. You didn't have a #1 hit. And then you go sing 100 on 100 on this and 100 on 100 on that. Nobody know the song. It's brand new. It never been on the radio. And the lyrics is crazy. You talking about a 9 and a gun and not being robbed. And then he was still in his feelings when he wrote 100 on 100 on it. He was still in his feelings about being robbed, obviously. And it wasn't his stilo. Why go up in there doing all that? It wasn't his stilo. It didn't make no sense. And then Joe Buttons made a statement about the jury. And he said to Safari, yo, at least you got your jury back or whatever. When I got robbed, I never got my jury back. Safari said, oh no, I didn't get my fucking jury back, nigga. I went and bought my shit over. Nigga, Joe Buttons looked at this nigga like, this is a lame ass nigga. But see, Joe Buttons is not understanding. Safari is much younger than him. And Joe Buttons is an early 2000s. And Safari is late 2000s. Not late, but he's 2018. And Joe Buttons is early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the same type of rapper. Joe Buttons is out of that wearing jewelry. He's grown up. He's more with the Jay-Z's and all that. Safari is out here with the early ones, you know, the 6ix9ines and everybody want to wear their jewelry and all that shit. Because even down to Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and all of them, they wear their jewelry all big. They all flashy and all that shit. But Safari is just in a different lane. Safari need to pick a lane and stay the fuck in it, and that's what the fuck Joe Buttons told him. So, Joe Buttons does his podcast in the middle of Times Square or whatever, and I wanted to go see that podcast because I like when he does it live, and he does it live only once in a blue. And he did it live, Sin is there, they on like a little date, she goes to see him perform or whatever, and she says, well, you know, I got a hotel for us or whatever. We should go and chill in the hotel for the night. My mother got the baby. Let's go do us. This nigga looked at her like, oh my God, this bitch again. So he's saying he want to go home. Sin looked at that nigga like he crazy. Like, listen, nigga, I need to have sex. They far apart in age. Joe Buttons is a little bit, my leg got a little stiff. Had to change my position. New position. Anyway, so, yeah. So, they had a little bit of an age difference or whatever. But come on, Joe. You trying to tell me, like Sin said, if I get out and shout out who want to have sex with me, male or female, niggas is jumping out the window to have sex with Sin. So you bugging the fuck out on that note. And on that note, I was on her motherfucking side. So that bitch jumped out the Uber and got in a regular taxi and left his ass standing there and she said he got senior citizen dick. Senior citizen dick, nigga. So she left him right there in the middle of the street. So It goes back to Jewels and Kim. And Kim Bella and Jewels is in the park with the kids or whatever. And while they ain't in the park with the kids, Jewel get a call from his lawyer. And his lawyer is telling him, listen here, nigga, you only got this week right here. Either you're going to take the plea deal or you're going to take this shit to trial. So he got to decide. If he go to trial and he lose, he can get 3 to 5 years. But if he take the plea deal, he get like 24 months. But see, and this is why I came back with another part of the video. Why the fuck? He was high, right? He said he was high. He was on Percocet. He was on lean. He didn't know the gun was in the bag, right? Why does it that he got to plea out and go through all that and make himself guilty when he's not guilty of really doing nothing? I can see if you say you charge him with the gun, but he didn't know the gun was there. He didn't shoot the gun. All he did was when he seen the cops coming from him, he fucking ran. Because we don't want to get killed. Black men in New York get killed for no fucking reason all the fucking time by the cops. So I understand why he ran. But T.I. daughter did the same shit. What was her charges? Did she go to jail? Did she get community service? Did she have to plea out? Did she have to say she was guilty? What the fuck? Because it's the same shit. The only thing is she wasn't high. So which case sounded a little bit better? Because his sound, even though he's older than her, his sound a little bit better. At least he was high when he did his. She wasn't high. She don't drink lean. She ain't taking no Percocet. And that's the shit I'm talking about. Now let's get back to this Shady person before this battery die. I don't understand why Shady's on this motherfucking Love and Hip Hop. And this is where Mona Scott is reaching. Because they're about to be messy Mona. And whatever producers is behind you. But it's just about to get messy. And it wasn't like Shady did all the bullshit that we know of him to do now. And he cleaned up his act and now he's on TV. No. He's doing his shit while he's recording this shit. So what the fuck? And yes, I do believe he fucking used 6ix9ine. He was a puppeteer. I don't believe 6ix9ine should stay in jail that fucking long. Maybe a year. Because he already learned his fucking lesson when he fired everybody. He started opening his eyes, but it was too fucking late. So let's talk about that shit in the comments, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. And let's talk about it. Because I really don't feel like... I feel like with 6ix9ine, he already got punishment enough for learning that everybody was out to kill him. Learning that he got robbed because all his money is not where it's supposed to be. And now he got to sit in jail because he was running with the wrong motherfucking crowd. So like I said, let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. And let's talk about it, people. My name is Eve the Weave. And I'm out. Good night.